as that giant was looking at us, I knew he was going to regret the day he ever pointed his sword at Jackson. Just as Goliath pointed his sword at David, the sword Goliath pointed at David became the sword the little boy picked up and took the giant's head off with. And as we watched this miracle happen in Jackson's body, it was like this giant of unbelief was falling as the sound of worship and trust and praise was rising. And our community just began to sing this song. It was just one note in the symphony of prayer rising for his life. So I want to teach it to you this morning. Let's sing. I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. You're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive.
I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder about 8 months ago, I'm like, Molly, we should do Ain't No Grave on the next album. And I'm like, but you should write new verses. And she was like, you don't really know Molly, but she's super sweet. She was like, I'll try. I'm like, it'd be cool. Okay. So she called me at 10:30 one night. This is so good for y'all. You're all worship leaders. She called me at 10:30 one night and she's like, I think I got something, but it might be cheesy. She comes over, I'm like, play it for me. She's like, okay. She has a little guitar, not that guitar, a little tiny one. And she's like, shame is a prison. That was the first 2 words out of her mouth. As cruel as the grave, shame is a robber and he's come to take my name. Chills went up my spine and I was like, where did that come from? It was the truest sound I've ever heard come out of her mouth because it's her heritage and it's her lineage. And we wanted to do it this morning for 2 reasons. One, because I love Molly and I think it's so important. I really actually feel like that I just want to release the beautiful power of when we raise up people, that nothing can give more joy to leaders than to see the ones they've been pouring into soar. And I just break off every spirit of competition and comparison in this room right now. Just lift your hands. I break off of you every spirit of competition that actually wants to keep people tied down because you don't want them to go ahead of you. And we release right now the mothering and the fathering that's required to carry movements in Jesus' name. So that was one of the things I wanted to do. And then the other thing was, there's the power in the old and the new. And we honor the old and we bring the testimony of who we are into it. Right? It doesn't go away, it only gets stronger. And it only gets louder. Oh, shame is a prison, as cruel as a grave. Shame is a robber, and he's come to take my name. Oh, love is my redeemer, lifting me up from the ground. Love is the power where my freedom song is found. Shame is a prison, come on. It's cruel as a grave. Shame is a robber and he's come to take my name. Oh, love is my redeemer, lifting me up from the ground. Love is the power where my freedom song is found. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
I didn't record that much yesterday again. I recorded a bit of worship, because worship was really good, and they did a lot of songs. They did a couple songs that I really loved, and I felt like I needed to record, because it was the Helsers, and of course Amanda Cook, so it was really good, of course. But all of worship has been really good. But I didn't record any of the classes, because I didn't really feel like I needed to. Also, I'm still, like, trying to get myself to take out my camera. I mean, I don't need to feel forced to take out my camera. Like, I don't need to do it if I really don't want to. But I also, I do want to. The problem is I'm scared to. Because some of the stuff that they've been saying has been, like, really good, and I feel like I need to record it. But to be fair, yesterday it was just, the classes that I took was, I took a music theory class, which was it was good, but it was pretty beginner, and I probably should have taken a different class, that I would have gotten a little bit more out of. However, they did talk about the number system, which is really good for me. I need to learn the number system. That's the one thing that I, like, don't know. But yeah, I've already taken a music theory class at my college, which gave me a lot of stuff. And in my, like, piano class and stuff, and in my singing classes too, we learned a bit of that music theory stuff too. So it was a lot of stuff that I already knew. However, he did say some stuff on that, he kind of gave a new perspective, I guess, of some of the stuff, which was good. But I didn't really take that many notes, and I didn't really feel like I needed to record it, so. And then the other class that I took yesterday was music business, which was also very interesting. I took some pictures of he had some slides and stuff. It was mainly just talking about what they do, how they do all of the Bethel music side of things, like how they get albums out and stuff. And we talked a little bit about how CDs will probably be non-existent in a few years, which makes me really sad. It also makes me feel old. Yeah, so I love CDs. I mean, they're not as convenient anymore, because I don't listen to CD. I don't have, like, a CD player that I listen to all the time or something. Unlike when I was younger, I had to carry around a CD player all the time. But I love listening to CDs in the car, because a lot of my cars are older, so they still have CD players. So I like having a CD that I could just listen to in the car, so that I don't have to, like, flip through radio stations or something. And a lot of the cars that I'm in, I can't plug in my phone or anything. I mean, there are some cars that I can plug in my phone, but yeah, so that makes me sad. Plus, I love that the whole album thing, because albums, I mean, songs are important, but albums, they tell a story, you know. I mean, one song can tell a story, yeah, but a whole album, like, all the songs have something to do with, like, they're connected. I just love that. But that might be non-existent in the future, which makes me really sad, because I like albums. I listen to albums all the time. Even on, I mean, sometimes I'm listening to my songs on shuffle and stuff, and listening to a playlist, but a lot of the time I'm also listening to albums. I get in the mood that I'm like, I just want to listen to this whole album because this is a really good album. But anyways, yeah, that was a very, very interesting class. But the reason why I didn't record last night, because it's Thursday now, was because I felt sick yesterday after, I don't know if it was partially the heat, because I had to step outside to go to the car a couple times, and it was 100, it was over 100, which I'm not used to that kind of heat. It was so hot. Also my throat was hurting again, which I'm not happy about. I need to be well. I don't know why I'm still sick. I should not be sick. It's been more than 3 weeks. Yeah. Yesterday when I got back to Grandma's house, my head started hurting too. So, and then it turned into a migraine. So I had to go to bed early, and I did not feel like recording at all. So, my head's still kind of hurting a little bit. It hurt when I first woke up. But then it started, I took some medicine, and so it's feeling better now. And hopefully it continues that way. Also, I'm out of my medicine for my cold too, which is not good. I might take I have some Dayquil that I might take with me, and I'll take it if I really need it. I don't know. I'm hoping that I will be feeling better today. I'm really looking forward to worship today, though, because it's going to be Stephanie Gretzinger, which is, she's my favorite. She's my biggest inspiration as far as worship goes, because a lot of the songs that she sings are like mean something to me. Songs that she's written too are like super powerful, and they're usually what I need in that moment. And she's super free, and I want to get there. I can't wait till I can like jump around the stage like she can. But yeah, she's leading this morning, and Jeremy Riddle is leading this morning. And someone else that I have only seen her a couple times, Lindy Conant, I think that's her name. And the times that I've seen her, she's been really good too. But Jeremy Riddle, he's also leaving Bethel Music, which I'm so sad about. But there comes a time that people need to leave. Things change, but it's hard. But yeah, I gotta make it to that so that I can see him lead worship again for one of the last times. So I don't know if he's gonna do it again next week. And after this thing, he's not going to be leading worship again at Bethel. So that's going to be sad. But anyways, I better get going because I have to go to worship, and I want to make sure I get a good seat. However, I'm not that worried because I'm one person, so I can squeeze in anywhere. Yeah, if I was with a group, then that would be important for me to get there early. But anyways, I'm going to go. And I will record a little bit of worship today, probably. I'm sure it's going to get crazy. And I will probably record. I'll try and get myself to record some other stuff later. I'm a little bit worried that somebody's going to come up to me and say, "Oh, you're not supposed to be recording right now." I don't think that's going to happen. But because I haven't been stopping us when we're recording worship. So anyways, I'll talk to you next time.